We are back with Suikogaiden Volume 2, Episode 2, Salaria, I assume? I believe that's what it's called. So let us go ahead and continue. And by continue, I mean, I assume start a new adventure because we wrapped up our last one in Chapter 1, or Episode 1. Salaria, the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia's Southern Frontier Defense Force, to which I am still ostensibly affiliated, makes its home here, in this town situated upon the boundary between Harmonia and the Grasslands. Around these parts you'll find no shortage of special agents like myself, as well as mercenaries of all types, with their eyes peeled for any and all events that occur near Harmonia's national border. In recent years, the Gate Rune War and the chaos in the city-states, the military operations have seen a steep increase. And yeah, I should have realized this before. Don't I feel like a fool? I could save whenever I want. Well then, what should I do? Don't tell me we already have a choice. No? You finally showed up, Nash. It was worth waiting around. But who could this be? I have no idea. Turning to meet the voice, I was met by a most unexpected face. Why? I didn't think there were still any people out there who cared about what I got up to. So, where are you headed? To finish your mission? Or are you gonna stand in my way? If you plan on holding me back, you'd better be ready to get through hell for it. Go through hell for it. Just like old times. I know better than to think the little Latgay boy would stop and listen to what I have to say. I figured that much out years ago. Then why are you here, Lena? Oh, we have a name! This woman is Lena Sofina. Daughter of the Sofina family, she has served as a member of the Temple Guards for longer than I, and is mine and Julia's aunt. I would say my and Julie's aunt, because my aunt, Julie's aunt, I wouldn't say mine aunt. The Sofina family is a branch of the Latgay family, and while she may be only 3 years older than I am, I've never really been able to deal with her all that well. What's a temple guard like you doing here? Give me a break, you're not my older sister. So, chat. Immediately, we have a choice. So, if I ask what's a temple guard like you doing here, then that's popularity +1. If I say give me a break, remember, the more offensive option tends to give me luck points, which I can spend on future options. I get luck because I don't get more well-liked. Do I get something that can unlock options at all? Or do I get currency to pay for options that I have unlocked? What's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? What are you doing here? Give me a break, you're not my mom. I mean, older sister. Let's see if anybody wishes to weigh in on this one, because I could always break a tie should I have the need. I don't know. I do see one option for what's a temple guard like you. I do see one option for give me a break. I don't know. So far we are at an impasse. Does anybody else wish to weigh in? Because I'll give it only a little bit more time and then I'll make a decision myself. Give me a break. I see another one for give me a break. Going for luck, I guess. Why not? I don't think anything leads to a game over or a false ending in Volume 2, whereas eventually we could get that in Volume 1. Fine, give me a break. Hey now, aren't you the little boy that used to follow his big sis Lena around, clutching his big sister Lena's skirts all the time? Whoa, Lena, please. We can't spend our whole lives dwelling on the past. In that case, I need you to help me out with something. I don't plan on taking no for an answer. Ah, that little bling. Yeah, you can see I got a luck point. There it is, everybody. You need my help? It's not like I have any connection to the Latgay family anymore. What you see is what you get. That'll be more than enough. Hey, wait a minute. What's this all of a sudden? Before I had even realized what was happening, Lena had taken my hands and placed me in cuffs. Well, there's a warrant out for your arrest in Salaria. Oh no! Huh? What for? What did I... Misappropriation of funds? What the hell did I spend my money on? Food? I have no idea what this even is. You had received advances for an infiltration mission, but apparently neglected to submit a final report? Oh, crap. Okay, I can believe that part. Ah. I suppose it's true that I've been out of contact for the past 3 months. I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't just assume I'd gotten myself killed. Well, off we go. Ah, this sucks. But wait a minute. You're saying you're gonna hand me over to the guards? That's terrible. It's not like there's a bounty, right? Of course there isn't. It's probably not worth fussing over anyway, so calm yourself down a bit. You should be fine after explaining the situation and submitting a lengthy written apology. On top of that, I'm sure the Sofina family has some pull with the captain here. Even so, isn't this a bit much? You think so, huh? I was thinking it's probably about time I stopped pampering you. You need to go back to Julie. Surely you must realize just how much that girl needs you. Yeah, I get that. But... great, let's get a move on then. Ah, this sucks. Man, I just can't deal with this woman. That's what came to mind as I was dragged away. Welp. It was nice knowing ya. Too bad. Don't you just hate when that happens? Well, Barge, is Solaria's fortress to your liking? It is the very definition of comfort. The grasslands have been peaceful as can be for decades now, and that nasty mess in the south seems to have died down as well. That's good then, though I do hope you haven't forgotten by whose graces you found yourself in this position, as well as the reason for doing so. Perish the thought. Rest assured that I am keeping close tabs on that annoying woman from the guards. I see. So where is she now? She whiles the days, spelled wrong, away waiting by the side of the road on the grasslands border. I do wonder when the person she's waiting for will arrive. Quite the hard worker. But will she really apprehend Nash for us? He seems to be well known amongst the garrison for his eccentric proclivities. His behavior does not seem at all unexpected. That is precisely why we set this up, spreading rumors that would make her want to secure him personally. There's no reason to fret. Instead, you ought to worry about not messing up your part in this. Yes, of course. Excuse me. What is it? We've received word from the watchtower. Lady Lena Sofina has apprehended the suspect and is currently en route to our location. Wow, that's good timing. She's been sitting there for months and they're talking about her the moment she catches the guy. Understood. You're dismissed. Sir! Alright. Well then, please allow me to handle this. Just don't screw up. Ooh, the intrigue. Lena Sofina, Vice Captain of the Temple Guard 2nd Unit. I have apprehended the suspect. I'd like to report directly to Lord Barge. Might I request an audience? Acting Commander Barge, correct? I'll send a messenger. Please wait a moment. Wait a minute. What do you mean, Acting Commander? What happened to Captain Bandom? Ah, Captain Bandom is currently absent. It seems he's been sent on some long-term mission, and in the meantime we've been left with some inexperienced fool. Wow, he just straight up tells you. There had to have been some better candidates out there. Now that you mention it, it seems that all the capable people were moved away for strategic reasons. What a coincidence. They've settled on this no-name countryside noble from the south as a last resort. Jeez. It just so happens that I also came here with the relief troops, so I don't really know much more about it than that. So that's how it is. It's no wonder I hadn't seen any familiar faces among the troops. Seems like a lot of people have been replaced in the 6 months I've been gone. While mulling the situation over in my head, I turned and saw a group of soldiers approaching us from the main barracks. What are you plotting? You're not getting yourself out of this. What about them? The groups of soldiers were approaching us with their blades drawn, looking in my direction with daggers in their eyes. But I thought they'd be in their hands. I am handing over a prisoner accused of disobeying orders. It's only natural for them to be apprehensive. Apprehensive about the person who was apprehended? You always did think the best of everyone. And you worry too much. I don't know, lady. I say this like every single stream. I fought a damn vampire. Okay? I have reason to worry. I hope you're right. Lady Lena, congratulations on successfully completing your mission. Thanks. Please inform Lord Barge that I'll be sitting in on the suspect's inquiry. That won't be necessary. The soldiers quickly spread out around us, and Lena and I found ourselves completely surrounded. Looks like that hunch of mine wasn't so far off the mark. What's the meaning of this? Your cooperation in this matter will no longer be required, Lady Lena. Now, how Nash Latke will be dealt with from here on out will be left to the discretion of the garrison. What are you saying? This isn't what was agreed on? I don't know anything about that. The only orders we received from Lord Barge were to take custody of Nash Latke after all. What is going on here? Lord Barge. Lady Lena, thank you kindly for your assistance in apprehending the suspect. You can leave the rest to us. Please return to Crystal Valley now. Lord Barge, what are you saying? Isn't this treatment a bit extreme for something like misappropriation of funds? And did I not have your word that I could sit in on this inquiry? The circumstances have changed. What? It was, as you said, originally just a case of misappropriation of funds, but some new information has come to our attention. He fought a damn vampire. What are you saying? Lena. Stop saying that. It's getting old. Is this the new bastard? Last time was just bastard this, bastard that. Now it's what are you saying this, what are you saying that? As you know, his mission was to infiltrate the city-states of Jouston. It is there, unfortunately, where he made some trouble for us. Though it no longer exists, the Kingdom of Highland, yeah, this is post-Suikogaiden too, was once an ally of our country. In the city-states, it appears he interfered with Highland's assault on a city called Greenhill. Well, that is 100% true. Where did you get that information? From a very reliable source, and as such, I am afraid I cannot afford to simply ignore it. Then what will Nash's punishment be? It is already decided. His crime is treason. Those who have committed this crime are, if considered necessary by the superiors of the organization to which they belong, to be summarily executed. What? That's ridiculous. Surely the law must allow for special circumstances during a revolt like that. And to be summarily executed without a trial must exceed the scope of the law. Still, we are bound by the law. The time for talk is over. I would ask you to take your leave. You... what the hell? We've been indebted to the Safina family for a long time now. I'm not ignorant of that fact. However, what matters most now is the present. It would be a most grave error to align yourself with any persons connected to the Latges, former leaders of the People's Faction. You bastard! Hey! Hey look everybody, it's back! Hello there, Cat Sith, welcome to the stream. You had this planned from the start! Did I? I am simply relieved that I have been able to fulfill the role I was given. Who? Who is responsible for this? That I cannot say. Nash Latke will be executed tomorrow morning, so if you hope to exchange parting words, I suggest you do so sooner rather than later. Damn. Wow, this sucks. Man, when are we gonna deal with Zaj? This sounds like his doing. He's manipulative, working from behind the scenes. We'll see what happens. Get in there and keep quiet till morning. Stripped of all my equipment, I was thrown to the frigid stone floor of a holding cell, with nothing more than some cheap prison clothes. Whoever was pulling the strings on this one certainly got the best of me this time, and I've got a feeling I know exactly who it was. Most likely they won't wait long before executing me. I can't afford to waste any time. I calmly took a look around. It's a small underground cell. No window, of course. Grate, about the size of a child's wrist. Wow, that's small. A guard constantly patrols back and forth in front of the cell, with probably at least 2 more standing by the entrance and exit. Hello there, Michael. Welcome to the stream. To be trapped in Solaria's fortress, of all places. Seems my luck has run out. Still, I'm not so obedient that I'll just give up and let it all end here. Hey, can I ask you something? What is it? What time do you guys usually do dinner around here? There won't be any dinner. It'd be a waste of food to feed a guy who's going to die in the morning. Whoa there! What's that supposed to mean? What, you weren't told? You're to be executed tomorrow morning. Wait a minute! I can't just be executed without even an interrogation first. Despite how desperate all my shouting may have looked, I was perfectly calm and collected on the inside. My absolute worst case scenario came to pass. That's all. Seems I've got no choice but to prepare myself for the inevitable. Look, man, I don't know what you did, but you reap what you sow, right? Anyway, just shut up and be quiet already. If that's the case, at least let me have a last meal then. What? But I thought this whole thing was about how we're not having dinner. As if unwilling to put up with my abuse, the guard muttered, "Give me a break." Yeah, and walked away from me with a sigh. If I'd been given a meal, I might at least have gotten my hands on a spoon, but no such luck this time, it seems. Maybe I could just ask him for a spoon. That won't be suspicious. Hello there, Indicate. Welcome to the stream. I don't know who these guys are, but they had been very thorough in examining me and hadn't missed even a single pin. Man, what do I do about this mess? My thoughts spin around inside my head. Oh, it's not spun. The fort's stone walls are solidly built, and definitely wouldn't be easy to smash through. Opening the cell door would be a breeze provided I had the right tool for the job, but I doubt I'll be able to get my hands on anything useful. I don't know the guard on duty, but he's not likely to be receptive to a bribe, though it's not like I have any money anyway. Ooh, 4 of them. Wow. I only have one night to escape from here. This might be the end. Just as I began to give up hope, I heard someone coming down the stairs. Oh, Lena! It will only take a minute, right? Yeah, I won't cause a ruckus. Thank you. What, does she know the guy? Getting him out of the way? Alright. Nash. Damn you! You sold me out! Come to have a laugh at my expense? Damn, that one's expensive. But I cannot choose this one. I don't have enough luck. It requires 4 luck. Too bad. Hello there, Dragon Ace. Daniel, welcome to the stream. So, if I were able to choose this option, it would give me popularity +1. And if my popularity were 7 already by this point, it wouldn't cost. But oh well. We're doing this one, which gives me luck, but it costs me popularity, and I feel like an asshole chewing out Lena, but I have to choose this option. Sorry. Damn you, you sold me out. Enough of your pathetic barking. You really don't know when to give up. These Athenas sure do seem to have quite the knack for lying and cheating. Wow, okay, buddy. You're quite the piece of work yourself. I don't know what happened out there, but did you think you could cause a mess like that and walk away as though nothing happened? Leave me alone. Is your bark all you've got left? Is that all you are now, some coward barking in a cage? There we go. Ah! Lady, I fought Luca's magic wolf. Hey, calm down. He's not supposed to be harmed before the execution. That pain is the same pain Julie feels. Right in the face. It might do you good to spend the night thinking about that. She definitely just passed me something with that punch, I guarantee it. If you still care about other people at all. I promise you she hit me with something. Without once turning back in my direction, Lena handed the guard some coins for his trouble and climbed up the stairs. She absolutely passed us a pic somehow. Yeah, Daniel, hey, you're finally awake. Yup. It looks like the guards have been replaced by the night shift. The dedication towards keeping an eye on me all night is certainly admirable, but I'm kind of in a hurry here. Wow, maybe she really did just hit me. This sucks. Earlier, Lena had... Aha! Slipped me a little something. Oh, me of little faith. Getting hit like that is never pleasant, but Lena had taken advantage of the situation to place a small pin by my ear. She's always been good at that, skillfully maneuvering through delicate situations and adept at syncing her own actions up to mine. First order of business is to reclaim my equipment, I suppose. Getting new darts and armor together wouldn't be that much of a challenge, but as for grosser fluffs, I need those swords, if for no other reason than my inevitable confrontation with Zaj. My equipment is probably being kept in the officers' quarters, where Barge is. Should be an apostrophe after officers. Unless it's just the one officer? I saw some soldiers carrying my equipment over that way at least. Entering the barracks would be a huge risk, but there's not a whole lot of choice. Feigning sleep, I closely observed the guards on watch. One, sitting in his chair with his arms crossed, was beginning to nod off. The other would yawn on occasion and sleepily rub his eyes. Could this be my chance? Doing my best to remain inconspicuous, I quietly crept up to the metal bars, stuck my hand out from between them, and started probing the lock. Oh boy, careful now, buddy. They could do it like in I Love Lucy and sing a song loudly over the sound of him sawing the bars open. Suddenly, the guard that had been yawning stood up. I quietly closed the gate, settled up against the wall, and waited. Well, my shift is done, so I'm taking off. Later. Mumbling a reply, the half-asleep guard saw his companion off. Thanks for that. The fewer enemies I have, the better. Reinforcing my resolve, I emerged from my cell. As the guard continued to snooze, I hit him in the nape of his neck, causing him to lose consciousness. I quickly dragged him into the cell and changed him into my prison uniform. Obviously, I claimed the clothes off the guard had been wearing for myself. I was going to say off his back. I carefully laid him down on the bed and pulled a blanket over his head before locking the cell with the guard's keyring. Nice. Keep quiet till morning. At that moment, I heard the sound of footsteps coming down the stairs. That was faster than I expected. What do I do? Take the initiative and make the first strike. Smooth talk my way through. So, chat, we already come with another set of options. If I take the initiative and make the first strike, that will grant me a secret point. If I smooth talk my way through, that will grant me a luck point. So what's it going to be? Secret or luck? What do you like better? Hello there, Joshi. Welcome to the stream. So I see one option in the chat for style it out. I see one option for take the initiative. Do we have anyone else who wants to weigh in on this one? Smooth. First strike. We're still tied. Initiative. Alright, first strike it is. Concealing myself by the stairs, I waited for my opportunity. The guard slowly sauntered down the stairs. Just before he stepped down from the final step, I jumped out in front of him. Huh? Well, bam. Get out of here. Sometimes if you can't decide what to do, the best option is simply to take the initiative. I plunged my fist squarely into the guard's solar plexus, causing him to instantly lose consciousness. Sorry about this. The living conditions aren't too great, but you two will have to try and get along for the time being. What is with this, like, clever little James Bond lines after we do anything? I placed him with the other guard in the cell and locked it again. Nice. Alright, we're making our way through our choices relatively quickly here. Although this chapter has a bunch of options, a bunch of choice scenarios, so we'll see how this goes. I came up the stairs and out on the first floor of the barracks. I followed a straight hallway dotted with windows. The cold night air stung against my skin after being indoors. What? The wind was indoors? To remain inconspicuous, I walked down the hall confidently. Since I'm dressed as a guard, it would be very suspicious to be sneaking around. With my current equipment, I can handle 2, 3 at the most in a fight. But if they figure out what's going on, the number of soldiers is bound to increase. I need to find my equipment soon, somehow. The hallway soon divided in 2 directions, to the right and straight ahead. I carefully inspected both paths. I can hear footsteps coming from the path straight ahead. They'd stopped to catch their breaths, or so I assumed, but it sounded like they were carrying something heavy, because their pace was off. What should I do? Damn, we're going for it. Hide behind a pillar and wait for them to pass, like we're playing King's Quest VI? Go to the different path. Hide and let them come past us, or just go in a different direction. This will affect what, Oh. This chapter has a lot of options, but that's because we actually have branching paths. This is a branching path. So are we going to straight ahead, or are we going to the right? This will actually affect how this chapter works. Chat, what's it gonna be? I see one option, I see 2 options for them to hide. Do any of these cost luck? No, it's free. Wait for them to pass, okay. Hide, everybody's saying hide, okay, alright. If I had moved, well, no, we'll see. We'll see. No, okay. Alright. We'll hide. The only thing back where I came from is the dungeon. It's unlikely they'd be carrying anything that heavy there. Rather than confront them here, I should just let them pass me. I hold my breath, concealing my presence. Hey, keep it balanced. It's getting way too heavy on this side. Yeah, I hear ya. Jeez, why couldn't they have had us move this during the day? There's nothing we can do about it. They changed the menu for tomorrow. Apparently, we're celebrating something. What, my execution? By any chance, could that celebration be for my execution? Irritated by the thought, I quietly waited for them to pass. These guys really have it out for me. Hey, this thing's full of potatoes, right? I don't want to have to lug these back if we got the wrong stuff. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Are they just gonna stop and look? Just as they were about to pass by, the pair stopped right in front of me and let down their burden. Ugh, give me a break. They may not be looking for me, but all it would take is one glance over here and they'd see me. I held my breath and watched the two soldiers intently. Well, would you look at that? Potatoes after all. Oops. Dropped them. Oh, come on! Give me a break! The potatoes came rolling and stopped right at my feet. Of course they did. In preparation to confront the soldier who would come to pick them up, I placed my hand on the sword. Whatever. Leave them for the rats. Come on, let's get this over with. Whoo! I guess it can't be helped. Lucked out. Damn, that was close. Well, what now? If I follow the soldiers down the right path, I'll come to the kitchen. If I go straight from where the soldiers had come, I'll come outside. So where should I go? So, yeah, here's the thing. If I had simply proceeded to the right, I would have gone to the right, and that's it. But now I have a second option where I can still go to the right, or we can double down and go straight ahead where they were coming from. So, the soldiers were coming from the kitchen. We know that that's to the right. Straight ahead is a mystery. We have another branching path, ladies and gentlemen. So what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Go straight ahead. I see an option for go straight ahead. Does anybody else want to weigh in on this one? Kitchen or mystery? Did the potatoes see you? They have eyes? Oof. That's something I would have said. You got me. I love me a mystery. Sounds like 2 votes for the straight ahead thing. Let's see what happens, because if I were to go to the kitchen, then do I stick around for food? Do I just run out? Then I go to a different section? But instead, we're going straight ahead. Fine. That's right. The barracks may be the shortest route, but they'll be full of soldiers. My best option is to head outside, circle around the courtyard, and then re-enter the barracks from there. Making sure there was nobody waiting ahead, I carefully moved on. So we're moving along now. Of the 17 options, we just went to, well, the next option will be set 10. So let's go. We got out. I'm wondering if this is the secret option, because we had multiple opportunities to get to the kitchen, but this was our only chance to go straight ahead. I do not know where this is going. But we shall see. I quietly shut the door behind me. All my efforts would be wasted if I raised a commotion now. First of all, I need to keep myself hidden. After descending a few steps, I could feel the soil beneath my feet. Diving into some nearby shrubbery, I crept along the side of the building. Perhaps owing to the late hour, the air outside was much cooler than I had anticipated. In the center of the fort lies a spacious, grassy, common area. It's a terribly unpleasant garden, often used for training drills or assembling the troops. Suddenly I saw the shadow of something moving in the distance. Oh? A soldier on patrol? What a pain. Yare yare. Restricting my breathing and crouching in the darkness, I had only advanced a short while before sensing something unnatural. Rapid breathing, constant sniffing, and there was a faint metallic sound. Huh? What? Oh, come on. Quite cautious of them, having a guard dog. We sure didn't have anything like this back when I was still around. Having detected me, the beast bared its fangs and gave a low growl. The collar's chain clinked in rhythm with its breathing. No need to be upset. Just stay calm. What am I going to do? The dog doesn't seem to have made up its mind about what to do either, but if I turn tail and run, it'll definitely let out a massive howl and give me into an even stickier situation. This is really bad. I took out a potato I had picked up earlier from my pocket. Whew! I had picked them up when I was hiding in the hallway when they had rolled right in front of me. I cautiously held it out for the dog, but it took no interest in it. Yeah, it's not meat. Its gaze locked on me. Yeah, I guess a dog wouldn't be interested in that. Damn, it was a decent idea, too. I quickly moved my hand and tossed the potato up and down a bit, as if I was about to start playing catch, teasing the guard dog with it while observing its reaction. Doesn't look like you gotten much training. Here, want this? The dog snapped at my extended hand, just missing it as I quickly drew it back. Alright, now that you're interested. The dog was losing its patience as I kept teasing it. Here we go! Tossing the potato high into the air, the dog's eyes shifted to it instead. Now! I quickly took out another potato and threw it in his direction. What, did I pelt it? Hurling the potato with all my might, it flew right by the dog's nose. Okay, grazing it and passing by its ear, surprising the dog, which instinctively ran after the potato. And when you happily bring it back, you'll find that I'm no longer here. I'll take this opportunity to put the courtyard behind me. Ooh, I got a point for that? I think that's what happened. Did I just gain a luck point? Maybe? Yeah, 4 luck points. Cool. I'll take it. Whew. Looks like it's not chasing me. Taking a breather, I took a look around me. There's no guarantee they've only got the one dog after all. I noticed a wooden shed to my back with a lock hanging from the door. There wasn't any shed here 6 months ago. Could it be a warehouse? That would be a lucky break. Maybe I could hide in here for a while? I took a shot at getting the lock open with the pin I used when I escaped from the dungeon. If it works, right? I'll take whatever help I can get at this point. Almost there. Whoa! It's a stable. Well, it could have been worse. Everyone be quiet, woof. Kobolds? Huh? And you are... Hey, it's adorable. Did I do something bad? Woof. No, that's not... But your foot... Does it hurt? A young kobold was sitting on a straw bed by the innermost wall. More importantly, his feet were chained to it. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I hurriedly put away the sword I had drawn when I heard the voice. The kobold was still looking at me with frightened eyes. Shucks. Don't worry, despite my looking like this, I'm not actually a soldier here. Or, I guess I am, but right now I'm kind of not, Well, in any case, you don't have to be scared. I'm not going to do anything to hurt you. Really? Well, that's a relief, woof. I didn't get any dinner today, so when I saw you with that sword and that scary look on your face, I thought I was going to get punished, woof. I see. It seems this kobold was brought here as a slave. It makes sense that he'd be scared, as kobolds and other beasts from the grasslands are literally treated as less than human in Harmonia. Are you hungry? You're not the only one. Neither option costs me. Are you hungry will get me popularity +1. You're not the only one will get me secret +1. So, chat, what's it gonna be? Suikogaiden. Freaking excellent. There was a cat family last game? I'm trying to remember that. There were kobolds in, like, the very beginning on the wagon. But, in any case, either one of these options will take me to the same path. It's just a matter of whether I gain popularity or secret. So I see 1 vote for secret, 2 votes for secret. 1 for hungry, 3 for secret. Alright, almost everybody's going for secrets. Okay, you're not the only one. Eh? I found myself unconsciously inching closer to the kobolds, but quickly restrained myself. Unloading my complaints on a chained-up slave? Yeah, I'm not as tough as I used to be. Don't give up and try your best. Yeah. After having finally managed to get those words out, I think the kobold was able to muster up a smile. No matter how I look at it, getting chained up in the stables like this is pretty harsh. What happened? I was taking care of the horses like usual, Woof. Then Lord Barr started hitting a horse because it didn't listen to him, and when I asked him to please stop, then he got really angry. The next day I was moved here from my room, Woof. Damn it, Barge. What a contemptible sleazebag. Alright, hold still for a moment. Clickety-clackety. Eh? But if you do that... Don't worry about it. Once dawn breaks, the fort will be in an uproar. A prisoner that's supposed to be executed has escaped. Huh. The soldiers will be mobilized to track him down, so the place should be completely empty. You should be able to get away during that time. Yeah. Barge will probably end up taking all the blame for this, so you can rest easy. If you like the work you're doing now, you can just stay here. Well, think about it until morning. I understand, Woof. Well, I need to get going again. Take care, Woof. And do your best, Woof. I'll be rooting for you a lot, Woof. Thank you. Bye-bye. We did it, everybody. Oh, that's right, the warehouse. I left the stable without hearing what the kobold had to say. This had already taken too much time. We almost certainly missed something very important, don't worry about it. Even I was surprised by my own soft-heartedness. Well, I can't linger around here any longer. Go through the inner gate. Enter the door of the building straight ahead. This is one where I'm going to override this, because if I... Well, I don't have too many options, honestly. If I pass through the inner gate, then I go nearly to the end of this chapter. Like, I just skip ahead. So I'm going to enter the door of the building straight ahead instead, to give ourselves a little more time to work with this. Otherwise, I straight up go to the second last option of the chapter. I went up to the second floor, and after a quick turn, found myself in a corridor lined with countless doors. These were the soldiers' private rooms. Most would be asleep right now, but more than a few rooms showed no signs of life at all. Probably the rooms of on-duty soldiers. Well then, I can't miss this chance. I might find some tools I could use to get out of the next tight spot I land in. I immediately went about deciding on which room to sneak into. Well, it'll have to be one of these three. Immediately another choice. Once again... Oh, man... Nah, we're getting toward the end anyway, because 104 or 109 takes me right to the second to last option. But 116, if I had fed the kobold instead, then I would go to the next section. But I didn't feed him, so I go straight to the last option. So it's just the first two, and I don't know if there's any difference. Chat, 104 or 109, please. I don't know what the difference is, but we're getting toward the end of the chapter already. Does anybody have any preferences for this one? 104 or 109? Because 116 takes us almost completely out. We didn't feed the kobold. So what do you say? 4? 9. I'm seeing... 1 for 109. I'm seeing multiple for 104. And again, I don't know if there's any difference. So 104, I don't know. Let's do it. Fine, sure. Who knows? The personal belongings should be in the bag by the base of the bed. A weapon would be useful. A flaming arrows talisman, huh? Don't mind if I do. I put everything back in order and quietly closed the door to the room. I continued down the hallway and went back down the stairs, coming upon a narrow passage that led outdoors. I peeked outside and spotted a path that went behind the barracks leading to a grove of trees. So my guess is that, like, either one of those doors are taking me to the same place, but I'm wondering if the flaming talisman will actually affect something later. I don't know, but alright. Behind the barracks, grove of trees. Okay. Alright. Bye. This might end up being a bit of a shorter stream. I don't want to do 2 chapters in a row because I guarantee that's going to go way over time. After climbing the stairs, I saw a pair of heavy double doors at the end of a long hallway extending to the side. Hung above the massive doors was a decorative plate with Commander's Chambers etched on it. So the time has finally come. Despite thinking that caution was probably not necessary, I slowly turned the doorknob. Quietly opening the door, the first thing I saw was an empty bottle on the floor. My gaze was then drawn to a nearby sofa, upon which I was amazed to see a man sleeping. Barge? Yeah, so this is Barge. Sleeping so soundly. Well, we can't have that. I cut his throat. I don't know, man. We'll find out. Hey, wake up. Really? Really? You! Ah! What the hell is this? As Barge recognized the person standing in front of him, he tried to stand up, but was distraught to find that his hands had been bound behind his back. I placed the tip of my sword against his throat. Damn, alright. I'll have to ask you to be quiet, Mr. Barge. It's quite late after all. Damn it! You bastard, how did... There seems to have been a steep decline in the quality of the guard since you were put in charge here. Shut up! You can stop with the bravado. You little... Why are you even here? I'd like you to tell me where you've stashed my equipment and swords. I had assumed they'd be here, but it looks like my guess was off the mark. Like I'd know that. I grazed past Barge's left ear with the tip of my blade, giving his hair a slight trim in the process. Wait! I just remembered. Your equipment is in the warehouse. It's behind the barracks. Honestly, I was just doing what I was told, which actually is true. Damn, KO. You don't need to tell me that. At the very least, it's obvious that someone like you couldn't have been behind all of this. See ya! Locking the door from the inside, I went out the window and jumped down into the courtyard and ran toward the warehouse in the darkness. Okay. Take that, Barge. We meet him for 5 seconds and take him out. Still, where is this going? I'm digging this escape sequence. I wasted too much time making my way here, and night will soon give way to dawn. I need to recover my equipment and escape as fast as I can. Moving deeper into the warehouse, I came across a crate where my equipment had been laid out. Alright, I'll just quickly change clothes and then make my escape. I was getting tired of waiting, boy. What? Ah, you sure... Oh, Wang is your name? I don't know why we know this, unless Nash knew him. You sure took the long way around. Perhaps you had a tearful farewell with some woman? Wang. Okay, so Nash does know him. This is Wang. Skilled member of the guards, master of martial arts, and a thoroughly unpleasant man. But I thought all the veterans had been sent away with Captain Bandam. What the hell are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be out on some secret mission? With everyone out on such important missions, who's going to stick around to look after the fort? Not to mention, we've got this new incompetent hack running things around here now. But still, even if I'm only one man, the defense of this fort will be perfect. Ha, so that's your story. Are you sure you weren't left behind because you're a lazy drunkard? If that's true, then damn. Boy, you'd better watch your mouth. Unless you're planning to get yourself killed before ever seeing another sunrise. Not really planning to get myself killed after, either. Oh, what a funny thing to say. Boy, do you really think you'll be able to get past me? I guess I was more just hoping that you'd let me off easy and look the other way. Unfortunately, I'm a dutiful man. I follow my orders to the letter. Well, I guess it can't be helped then. Yeah, it's unavoidable. I don't know if I could take Master of Martial Arts barehanded. Oh, I see you've managed to polish your skills these past 6 months. You've grown. I'm happy for you. Tch, don't act like you're my mentor or something. Sorry, but no disciple of mine would ever show such poor form. Touché. Well now, this is interesting. Damn it. I've got my hands full just avoiding his punches, but this damn guy looks like he's having the time of his life. Hey, you're not going to beat me just by dodging me. As I thought, it had been reckless of me to try and go hand-to-hand with this guy. Then I suppose I have no other option but to swallow my pride and use a weapon. Alright. Flaming arrows, that's an option! Beg for my life. Onigaishimasu! So, you know what? I'm gonna use flaming arrows. Oh, this is interesting. If I had gone in the other room, I would have gotten a knife instead, because the guide shows me 3 options. I'm going to use the Flaming Arrows talisman, because begging for my life will take me to the end of the episode. Flaming Arrows will give me one more option first. He's probably not the kind of guy I can take in a straight fight. There's no choice but to use my secret weapon. I widen the gap between us and raise the Flaming Arrows talisman. So that's how it is. I focused on the talisman without taking my eyes off of him. Wang came running up toward me without breaking his stance. But I already had all that I needed. I closed my eyes and focused all my strength on my fingertips. If your mind is distracted, it increases the time needed to activate the talisman. Suddenly, the talisman disappeared from my fingertips and I felt the rune's power vanish as it turned into cinders. Damn. Hasn't anyone told you that kleptomania is bad? I scowled at Wang, intending to give it as good as I was getting it, but the banter just seemed to amuse Wang. Then my next move will have to be... Oh, did I get a luck for that? If it's come to this. Use the swords. Beg for my life. I'm gonna... Well, both of them take me out of the chapter, but Grosser Fluss gives me a luck point. Do you have a preference, chat? +1 luck with Grosser Fluss? Or beg for my life... No luck, but it takes me to the same destination. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I'm curious. So does anybody have any preference? Because if not, then I'll go ahead and make the choice myself. Use the sword, beg, I see one of each already. Do we have a tiebreaker? Because if not, then I'll break it. I see 2 for swords. I see 3 for sword. Alright, we're done. Grosser Fluss, baby. There's no choice anymore but to go all out. Preparing to use my killing move, I looked towards where my equipment was placed. Hey, don't look away. Perhaps Wang had managed to anticipate my next move, as when I had tried to make for my equipment, he immediately swooped in to block my passage. You can have those as a reward if you beat me. I guess it won't be that easy. Then my next move will have to be... Run away! Nah. Say, I don't suppose I could convince you to forget about all this? That'd be a pretty sweet deal for you. I hadn't really expected him to be taken in that easily, but I figured I might have a chance if I could just catch him off guard. Or so I had hoped, but it seemed to be futile. How about I let you use the sword you already have? If you need a handicap, that is. Shut up. I could still... Oh, trying to bluff? To be honest, I'm quickly losing ground here. That said, however, it's not like I can just take off without my equipment. Well then, I've grown tired of this, so maybe it's time to get serious. If you're tired, it'd be nice if you just called it quits. It would be, but unlikely. I have 6 luck points now. Hey Nash, what are you going to do once you get away from the guards? Do I really need to say it? Is it something that must be done? Yeah, right now. That's good then. I came here after being chased out of my homeland. What's more, I'll never be able to go back. There is, however, something I think about from time to time. What is it exactly that I am meant to do in this land? Shouldn't I have remained back in the old country, accomplished something of worth, and died there instead? What are you getting at? In short, I'm someone whose life's already over. The Defense Force is full of people like that, people who are lost and have nowhere to return to. But you have somewhere you need to go, something you need to do, and a place to return to. Isn't that right? Perhaps. That's something to be happy about. Time's up. Huh? Take a look for yourself. Keeping a careful eye on Wang, I look in the direction he's indicating, toward the door. The light of dawn had come through the gap. First thing in the morning, I am to be relieved from guarding the fort and head into the grasslands. It seems our good friend Barge doesn't enjoy my company very much. Then you're letting me go? What did I tell you? I follow my orders to the letter. Oh, that's cute. I'm in your debt. Being in people's debt doesn't seem to fit your image. What a badass! I rushed over to my equipment and inspected it. What's the meaning of this? The blades of my knives have been sharpened, my dart gun has been cleaned and oiled as well as my anchor launcher, and my gunpowder has been replenished. Wang. Once you get away from the guards, you'll need to be properly equipped for your journey to Crystal Valley. Isn't that right, young Master Latke? With that, Wang stuck his hands in his pockets and quietly made his exit. I quickly changed clothes and put on my equipment. What a friggin' hero! With this, making my way through the gates to freedom is no longer an impossibility. Damn, Wang stalled for time until his shift ended. What a freaking badass. That's incredible. They have all been novices, not a single proper guard to be found. Now that I regained my equipment and escaped the fort, I walked down the road towards Crystal Valley at a leisurely pace. After about an hour, a figure emerged from behind some trees by the side of the road. Look at you, up and at it so early in the morning. Are you here to see me off? I'm sorry, Nash. What for? It's only thanks to you that I've managed to get this far. You don't blame me? For what? Nash, why are you always like this? Why do you always try to shoulder the burden all on your own? Someone in the garrison just tried to have you killed. And yet, here you are strolling along merrily as if nothing happened. Lady, I fought a vampire. That's just how I am. Just how you are? Disappearing into thin air, leaving only confusion in your wake? That's the reason Julie had to grieve so much. Do you have any idea how much Julie has gone through? How much she's suffered since you killed Zaj on the night before their wedding? What? Wait, what? Hold on. Excuse me? Lena's words evoked memories within me. That day, that night, that moment? It was the day before the wedding between Julie and Zaj. I stood at the threshold of the Latgay house for the first time in a long while. Honestly, I should have had my arms full with celebratory gifts of the happy couple, if it wasn't for that one thing. You could say I found out by accident. Well, I suppose this may have been unavoidable. Zaj, you! I saw Zaj slip a small gun into his palm, and then Julie opened the door on the other side and came in the room. And then I slashed Zaj, but he did not die. But she didn't know that, I guess? Nash. Lena, I still can't give the reasons for that day. I must keep the truth to myself because it would simply be too painful for that girl to bear hearing it. Nash. The one thing I'll tell you is, Zaj is still alive. That is the only reason I'm returning to Crystal Valley. With Lena lost for words, I turned my back to her and started walking down the road again. Until this is over, I can't tell anyone the truth. No, perhaps not even then. Dramatic ending, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I'll save. Damn. Alright. I guess we're ending the stream at this point, but this has certainly been interesting. I guess real quick we'll see what Chapter 3 is called, but then I'll call it, right? We'll do it. So let's see what we have. We have Wild Dragon! You have my attention, ladies and gentlemen. But this is where I'm going to have to stop, so thank you very much for joining the stream, and have a wonderful night.